He is the congressman that always supports federal employees and supports everybody. And I just wanted to say, I call him Uncle Benny. When he gave me his personal cell phone, he goes, Johnny, if you need anything, you just call me. And believe me, he answers the phone. So, and I want to say, here's a video. He couldn't be with us today because Bennie Thompson had to do some stuff on the Foreign House. So thank you very much and appreciate it.
I'm Congressman Bennie Thompson. I'm the Democratic leader of the House Committee on Homeland Security, the committee that was established in the aftermath of 9/11 and since 2002 has been charged with overseeing the Transportation Security Administration and the rest of the Department of Homeland Security. I'm honored to be speaking to you today for what is truly a momentous occasion. Today marks a significant step forward in the fight for fair workplace rights for TSA's transportation security officers. I want to take a moment to talk about the progress we've made together over the years so we can appreciate all the effort that has brought us to today. In 2003, during TSA's early days, the agency announced it would not allow TSOs to collectively bargain. In 2005, facing ongoing lawsuits, TSA announced that the employees could join a union, but the agency still denied workers the right to collectively bargain. And in 2007, then Congresswoman Nita Lloyd and I advanced the first legislation to improve labor rights for TSA employees as part of implementing recommendations of the 9/11 Commission Act. That provision was cut from the found version of the bill, but our fight was far from over. Under the Obama administration, in 2011, TSA allowed TSO to organize and elect a union for the first time. The workforce elected the American Federation of Government Employees, which negotiated TSA's first collective bargaining agreement, signed in 2012. However, TSA dedicated a set of issues subject to bargaining, which remain very narrow. Over time, our efforts to provide TSOs with fair pay and full collective bargaining rights gained momentum. Year after year, I introduced legislation to treat the TSA workforce like most other federal workers. And year after year, AFGE representatives pounded the pavement, meeting with lawmakers to argue for support. The list of co-sponsors grew from 68 in 2018 to 242 bipartisan co-sponsors, representing a majority of the House in 2020. And so in 2020, for the first time, the House of Representatives passed standalone legislation to improve TSA's employee pay and workforce rights. In 2021, building off that momentum, Secretary Mayorkas and Administrator Petoskey made a commitment to secure better pay and provide full collective bargaining rights for the workforce. And so, in 2022, Congress finally provided initial funding for pay increases and full collective bargaining, which allowed negotiations under an expanded framework to begin. And just this past March, Congress provided 4-year funding to ensure pay raises will continue going forward. So that brings us to today, the signing of a new agreement which will provide substantial benefits to the entire TSO workforce with the next 7 years. Combined with pay raises, these improvements will have a fundamental impact on TSA's ability to recruit and retain employees and carry out its security mission. This long story would not have been such a happy ending without the determination and collaboration of so many of you. I want to thank Administrator Petoskey, AFGE National President Everett Kelly, and of course, TSA's Council President Hydrick Thomas for their partnership in this effort. And I especially want to thank each and every one of you who contributed to this struggle, whether through engaging in conversations with lawmakers, organizing co-workers to participate in the union, or providing solidarity to a colleague experiencing unfair treatment. Each of you has played an important part in improving working conditions for yourself and your fellow workers. Now there's still work to be done. We need to ensure these improvements are made permanent in law so that no future administration can seek to undo them. That is why I introduced legislation earlier this week to apply Title V of the U.S. Code to TSA in statute. I look forward to continuing to work together to advance that effort. But for today, I hope you have a great celebration, and I thank you for letting me speak to you also.